Hi, good evening. Welcome to my tea time talk again. And I hope you guys are doing well. Today, I have an extremely amazing personality on my show. She doesn't really need much introduction. Everybody must be knowing her. And for people who don't know her, she is a take charge expert. She takes charge of the people and pushes them and helps them to do whatever they want to achieve in their lives. So today I'm going to welcome Gemini Dhar on my tea time tour. Hi, Gemini. Hello, Gemini.
Hi,
Can you hear
Mana. How
me?
are you?
I'm
It's good to
good. How
see
are
you,
you?
even if it's online. It's always sorry.
I said, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
Good, good, good. Welcome to my tea time tour.
Cheers. So,
Cheers.
what's up, Mala?
All good, all good. So do you want to introduce yourself first?
Well, so I have a lot of introductions because the amount of people I meet different relationships. So I'd like to introduce myself with reference to Mala Mansukhani. So I met this young lady, Mala Mansukhani, a couple of years back, and I was on a journey of becoming a coach. And I have been trained and mentored by world-renowned Mr. Afin Khan, and Mala has been part of my journey, and we've inspired from each other, and she still inspires me. So that's about me, and I'm very passionate about making women financially strong because I believe that a lot of women are not able to get the max they want or achieve what they want because they cannot make decisions because they don't have enough finances. So,
Right.
yeah, that's about me.
Right, brilliant. So, Jenny, my first question to you is what do you exactly mean by take charge expert?
I help people take responsibilities because when in my journey I've gone through a lot of ups and downs and I always blamed other people, and that made me helpless, that made me like a victim. So I have really changed my perception in last 7 years, and I've learned that the moment you take charge, the moment you take responsibility of whatever is happening to you and whatever has happened to you, then you can change it. So take charge is about taking responsibility, being in charge of your life and taking it in the direction that you want to, so you don't blame
Completely
others.
agree. True, completely agree because this is what I do with my grow younger women, like body, mind, body, and spirit, like physically, spiritually, and mentally help them to grow. But you help them people to be financially strong. I think I should
Ma-
learn this from you because this is
Mana,
where
I also wanted to say that when I saw those senior citizens dance on stage, you made a person who was totally immobile, and you helped them with exercises and your constant mentoring, and that person danced on stage. That means a lot, and that compassion and that love I have learned from you, which I'm using for my mother
oh,
who's 79 and has memory issues now. It is a huge task, but I think
it
the
is.
compassion that I learn and which I see through you helps me, to manage my personal challenges that way. Awesome.
I think we all learn from each other, because there are so many amazing things about you that you have faced being a woman, what we go through, so many challenges. We know it's not very easy, and how you are facing and how we face this our journey, there's so much to learn even from you because I know that I keep learning so much, and you know that if there's anything, Gemini, I just call you and ask you for help. So it's
Yes.
amazing to have a brilliant friend, brilliant mentor, brilliant people around you who have positive vibrations, who can teach you, who should not pull you down. One thing that I have learned is for me, my friendship is immensely, immensely important for me because your friends are your big motivation, your power, everything. For me, my friendship is means a lot to me.
I agree completely. Same here.
So, how do you help people to take charge of financial? Because this is, I mean, I am little weak in this. So, you have to explain our viewers as well as I want to learn
So,
how to
uh,
take
so
charge.
Yeah, so Mala, I have been in the fashion industry for last 30 years, and I lost my dad at a very young age. So I started with a saving of 40,000. After working for 8 years, I saved 40,000 rupees, and I started my small scale business. And then it grew and grew, and I was fortunate enough to find a good life partner at that time, and we grew. We had an export house, and I went to 130 crores in 10 years, which was
Wow.
a huge leap, which even I had not imagined. And I had a lot of financial strength, in the sense I never had any issues about money, everything was going fine. But what happened is, being a woman and being brought up in a way that you can leave things to your husband, which you should if you trust him, but you should keep a check on what's happening with your own finances. So I basically merged mine
Correct.
and companies and my husband's finances, and eventually when we had a fallout, I was left with nothing. So I learned a very, very big lesson from a very, very difficult situation. And being a single mother, it was really a task. So I took up this challenge that, a lot of women are not aware how important it is to have your own financial strength. You may give it to your husband, you may give it to your in-laws, you may give it to your parents, you may give it to your children, but you should have it, right? If you have something, only then you can give. So I help them to decide whether they want to start a small scale business, they want to do a big scale business, or if they are stuck in business, what is it that they are lacking. Because fortunately, in the 7 years of learning, I have learned the psychology behind business, I've learned what are the skills that is to be, and I've practically experienced the growth in business. So for me, it becomes effortless to guide somebody, to mentor somebody. But of course, coaches are some people who do not give advice. They make the other person do things that they have to do by asking the right kind of questions, or putting them through the right environment. So I just take up women entrepreneurs. I'm working with an art school, I'm working with a Ayurvedic doctor, I'm working with a French teacher, I'm working with a lot of different kind of women from different fields. I also worked with a very senior lady who was a healer, and I helped her go digital, I helped her build her program, I helped her to go out. So now she's having programs across the world. And that is
Wow.
something that you give power to somebody. When you teach something to somebody, it is very powerful, because that's going to fetch them money. And you can do charity out of it, you can buy your luxury out of it, you can educate people out, you can do what you want, provided you have it. So I really strongly believe that women should have financial strength, because sometimes in life you have to make decisions, and that time, if your bank balance is zero, then you are as good as helpless.
True, true. I mean, I totally agree because we women, we trust completely so easily, with anyone and everybody. So, one thing that even I learned in a very hard way that whatever you're doing, you have to have a track of your finance. But I believe whether it is a finance or anything else, you need to be involved in that. You can't just leave it and think कि सब
So,
बराबर होगा, अच्छा होगा,
so Mala,
So yeah,
I have one thing to confess. While I
yeah,
while I say that my things were taken away, I was cheated, or whatever I say, the fact
yeah.
was I decided to close my eyes and become lazy. I was very happy with the day-to-day expenses. I was very happy with designing, having clients, and living a life and a lifestyle. But whatever
Correct.
I was irritated with, I didn't like to look into accounts, so I easily ignored it. I never had scarcity. So when the time came, I realized that it was my mistake. Nobody told me don't look into it, don't check on it. Nobody said that.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to do it. So basically, I took responsibility that it was the biggest mistake I made in my life. So the amount of energy I put into making the money, if I would have put into really channelizing the money, I would have been, driving a Mercedes or a BMW today. But mistakes are mistakes, you pay for them.
True. So, I believe whatever happens for good and for a reason. So, today, don't you think it's such an amazing thing that even I faced so many financial challenges, and it was like an eye opener for me at the age of 47, which is like I realized that I didn't even have any account by then. I had one
Right.
account which I never even operated. So, first time when I went to the bank, my hands were shivering as though I'm doing a big crime. So even I never looked. So I think this is very important. And today, Jenny, Not only you take care of your finance, you take care of so many women, and not only women, everyone, to handle their own finances, and help them how to grow and take charge of their responsibility. So viewers, if you have anything like this, facing financial challenges, I can vouch on this. Gemini is the person you should go and just approach her, and go on her Facebook page, and she's on Instagram, everywhere. You can easily get hold of her, or you can, just call or send a message wherever, and we can get you through Gemini. So, Gemini, this is such an amazing thing. So, how would you see? I understand when you are young, you can handle the finance. Gemini, how would you suggest people over 50 and 60 to handle their finance?
So people who are senior citizens probably depend on their children, or they depend on their spouses, because all the life they've been doing that. I would suggest
Yeah,
that I know a lot of women who are single, so I can speak for single women very easily. I believe that you can grow wealth at any point of time, even if you are. So I help people become coaches as well. I help my mentor share his dream, and a lot of people come in to become coaches. So there are different age groups, right? My son is 14 years, he decided to be a coach. He's now on his financial journey. I see people who are 50, 60, 70 joining just because they want
yeah,
to be financially strong. Something somewhere went wrong in their life, and now they realize that the money is not enough, or the money is not there, or they've lost it to some mistake like mine. So I believe that even age is no bar for working. You can work
true.
from, see, people who are specially able are working, right? So what is the problem with a 50-year-old or a 60-year-old person to go and find work? Now they say nobody will employ us. Fine, start a small business. I don't have money to start business. Do trading, buy a product, sell a product. Does that take investment? It doesn't. So the thing is, a lot of beliefs are very strongly drilled. ये मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ, I can't do this, I can't learn this, I'm too old, I can't manage. So I work on the belief system, whether it is a 10-year-old or a 60-year-old. I first work on the belief system, and I ask them, what is the outcome you want? You want to make 5 lakhs, you want to make 50,000, you want to get fit. What is the outcome they're looking for? And then step by step, I'll give them a program which helps them to reach there. So ideally, first you have to say no to any excuse that comes to your brain. Anything which says I can't is an excuse, and anything that said I can or I am is very powerful. So if a senior citizen decides, nobody can stop them. And you know what? You know who is the biggest example for that? Can you can
Tell
you
me.
guess who's the biggest example for that, Mala?
Uh, Give me some clue. Give me few names, and I know there are so many. I mean, I can't think
She is
because.
sitting right next to me in this frame. She's sitting right next to me in this frame. She's a lady who raised actors, who raised models, who raised lawyers, who raised amazing children across the globe. And the way she works out in a gym, even I cannot. So I tell my son, I want to be a grandma like Mala auntie, because I want to hold my kids with both the hands, and I want to run, I want to jog, I want to play. Unfortunately, last 1 month has been a horrible time for me, for my health, and it is a wake up call for me. So like I said, so I'm now focusing, and whenever I see you hanging upside down or pushing yourself upside down, I said, now this is a new milestone she's setting, and I am going to reach there, I don't know when. So Mala, there is no excuse. If you can do it, I can do it. And if I can do it, somebody, double my age or half my age can do it. So it's not about your age, it's about
True.
how much you want to. So imagine somebody in your family is bedridden, is dying, and you need money to save that person. What would you do to make that money? You would find
Right.
any
It's
ways and means. So I had
definitely.
a couple of people ask me, I'm too old, I don't know business, what do I do? I said, start cooking. You're good at cooking, make vada
Yeah.
pav, make theplas, make khras. I said, do some, you will get money. And I said, if you're not healthy enough, get 10 people together and start selling their khakras and theplas. So the
True.
thing
True.
is, I'm Guju, you're Sindhi, it's in our blood. Business is in blood. And it is a psychology you develop looking at people around you. So if you're among people who are hospitalized, who are unwell, who are not doing, who are cribbing, then you will say my life is over. And when you're among people like you and so many others that I have no excuse. What do I give an excuse of?
True. Very true. I mean, I can understand and imagine, especially, I really get froze when I hear people,
Mala, Mala, your voice
yeah,
is cracking for me. I don't know if it's cracking for the audience, but it's cracking for me.
yeah. Uh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when I see people 50 or 60 plus, when they have any health issues, you know, and I just feel, oh God, help them, because that's the worst thing you can face in that age. And that's why I emphasize so much into fitness. And definitely, yes, finance is one of the issue, because um, two problems are there with seniors. One is when they are not well. I have seen most of the children, they leave their elderly people, alone. So I really get frozen. I feel, oh my God, how they are going to take care of themselves, especially when they are admitted in the hospital, because it's quite challenging. And I am not telling this because I'm just saying, because I've seen so many examples like this, you know. So I think finance and health are two things that every person should really take charge of themselves, and think about it, that you don't have to be dependent on anyone, when it comes to
True.
health and finance. You If you can, if you have, you're loaded, doesn't matter, still you should be able to take charge of your finance and health. That's very important. And I think you've done such an amazing thing. We are talking about 50, 60 plus, and at the other end, your son, who is only 14 and 15, just have taken the coaching, and he trains people, and he teaches leadership. I mean, this is so brilliant. Sometimes we have to learn from our elders, and sometimes I feel the younger generation teaches a lot, so we are learning all the time, provided
So
we have that
what?
open mind.
So one thing is very being powerful for me in last when I went through challenges is I didn't stop learning. And even
Yeah.
after I learned a little, I didn't say that it is enough. I kept learning, and sometimes repetition is also very good. What you've learned, you should learn over and over again. That perfects you, in your work, and it gives you more insight. So every time, every year, I have a budget. I have a financial budget, not for shopping, not for the luxuries, but for sure for learning. So how much ever difficulty I'm going through, I learn. And that learning is helping me to help a lot of other people, because whatever I learn, I share. So whether it is international training, it is training among each other, it is training from wherever I am learning. But that learning really empowers me, and in return I am able to help other people. So being financially strong is also important, that you're open to learning. If one business is
True.
not working, you should be ready to keep it on hold and start something, so that your day to day, your finances are not impacted. Because the moment the finance goes down, all the, you can say, all the crap comes into your life, like stress,
True.
anxiety, health issues, relationship issues, anger issues, you name it. You basically destroyed with the fear of not having to provide for your family or for your children. So as a single mother, for me it's a priority. So I don't shy away from any kind of work. I don't shy away from any kind of work. So I have three parallel businesses, and some people say, why do you need the third one? I said, I am working till I have the capacity you can have. So handling three businesses and a home is not a cakewalk, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I love what I do. So it's not a task for me. It's not at all a task for me.
True. I mean, you enjoy your work, when you love your work, you don't see the time, how many hours you
Yeah,
put in. Because same goes with me.
right.
I love working with seniors. I love doing my workouts. So when I'm there, I forget the whole world, that's priority for me. So, Jamie, what's the one tip before we leave you want to just suggest our viewers, or something that you can really give a suggestion to everyone here?
So I would say from my experience that you can make money. That is something that you have to believe in. I can make money, and I can be financially strong. Now, this doesn't happen just by repetition or affirmation. When you believe that you can make money, your journey starts. So belief
Yeah.
systems are very, very important, and what you are not achieving today is because of the belief systems that you developed yesterday. So it's time to change them. And secondly, you can make money out of thin air. I'm not talking of making something illegal, but if you are hardworking, either you can provide a service or you can provide a product. So you can provide any product, any service, and if you can't provide a product, you can take somebody's product and sell it. So you are not dependent to make money. You can make money, and it is your choice. So if you do not have enough money today, I think you should take charge and take responsibility and start building your financial strength. And if you are a woman, I'm very passionate that women should have financial strength. So that is something I'd like to share today. You should be financially
Definitely.
strong.
Definitely. I think, you know what? People who say, I'll think, let's see, I don't like those kind of words, when they use. So you really have to take charge and believe in yourself, because no matter what age group, what background you come, what you do, if you really decide something to do, you can do it.
True. Agree.
Yeah, it was so lovely talking to you, Gemini, and thank you for coming on my show. And I am really, really so happy that generally, Gemini, you are the person who takes everybody's interview, and today I'm taking yours.
So the thing is, Mala, we haven't met for a very long time, and your coffee on me or your tea on me is overdue. So I think this virtual tea has worked out very well. And thank you for
Yes,
having me on
yes,
your show.
sure.
And I wish you all the best, and keep inspiring me.
I wish you the same, and you take care. God bless you. And thank you, viewers. If you have any comment, suggestion, please put, so that, we also learn from you guys. And as we say that, we learn every single day. You take care,
Yes.
guys. Thank you. Catch you on next
Bye. Thank
Thursday.
you
Bye
so much,
bye.
Mala, for having
Bye.
me.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thanks for coming.